Okay, good evening and Merry Christmas. I said that I wanted to um, post more of my home videos by the end of the year, and there are, I believe, three left. Tonight I will be sharing the Christmas 91 special, which lasted for about 15 minutes. I'm probably not going to be talking much through it, and I've decided that I'm not going to do these as live streams anymore, and also I'm not going to show my face anymore, but I'm still going to talk through them to some extent. I'm wearing some headphones right now so I can hear what you hear, and then I can modulate the volume to get the sound mixing a little better. um, I had a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about in my recent Formula One post on my Substack. My mom has been trying to enlist my support in escaping the nursing home, and I'm trying to tell her she can't do that, and I don't really want to get into that too much. I will um, link it, but I said some rough stuff there, and I don't feel like talking about that right now. I'm trying to connect with people locally, but every attempt seems to be a failure, except I suppose the bar trivia, which I skipped last Wednesday, both because I was drained after a difficult day in the nursing home and also because I was behind on work. I also skipped yesterday because it was Christmas Eve and I wasn't sure whether they'd be having bar trivia that day. I did go to the 10 o'clock Christmas vigil last night. The incense smelled good. Um, I went to the autism youth group, the A team, a week ago Friday, now 2 weeks ago Friday, or I guess almost 2 weeks ago, seeking any kind of companionship or support, even though I am no longer young. What I really wanted was a support group, but as I expected, it was ultimately just a social slash play group, and it wasn't what I was looking for. That day was the A team's Christmas party, and we were all asked to bring a gift of $5 to $20 for a gift exchange. I brought the only other copy of my book that I had to the party, besides the one I kept for myself. But even though that was, in my opinion, the most valuable thing anyone brought, the recipients seemed to want to get rid of it for the rest of the party. Nobody talked to me at all except the host. It was way too loud. There was a karaoke session and I could almost never hear the person singing. These people were generally more extroverted than I was, when I guess I had assumed that most autistic people were introverts, but I suppose the kind of people who would go to a meetup would be less likely to be. And since it was in another suburb and there are no buses in the Syracuse suburbs in the late evenings and I don't have a smartphone, I had to walk 4.5 miles home in the cold and had massive diarrhea the next day, as I did last Saturday as well, and even today on Christmas. It helped me lose fat for sure, although probably at too fast a rate. Since I started with a 37.2-inch waist at the navel 2 weeks ago, and am targeting a 33.3-inch waist now, I've already lost 7 pounds in 1.2 inches, which is much too fast. Not only have I been walking more, but I haven't really properly found a new staple to replace pizza as my main meal when I continue to gag almost anything healthy. I still get a lot of pizzas, but lately I've switched from large to small ones until I'm no longer a size large, but I admit I am probably losing too much too fast and I need to stop myself before I accidentally turn anorexic because almost all my fat is visceral and very little is subcutaneous. Just caloric restriction and walking is pretty much just targeting that, and I'm not really losing any muscle tone, I guess in part because I had so little to begin with. But I need to come up with some other protein source for my ARFID brain that I will tolerate besides Soylent and chicken nuggets, and that may be hard. Right after I left the A team, I started looking for support groups in the Syracuse area because there are so many things I need help with. And I want to see if connecting to some people can help my mom get what she needs also. I'm not really just looking for real life hangouts, although that would be nice. There are plenty of places I can talk with other autists online in the various auto racing typing, and if I ever do that again, Scrabble communities if I want. What I'm looking for is some kind of bosom friend locally, somebody who's got my back and is with me thick or thin, and I definitely reciprocate. I want a 90s sitcom friendship, basically, while rationally knowing that those type of relationships were probably unrealistic even in the 90s. Anyway, I found that there is a group in Syracuse called Unique Perspectives, where people can volunteer as peers to help each other. I want this badly. I want to help autistic adults, particularly those who, like me, have straddled the lines between being well connected online but with almost no connections in real life, and not employable slash socially skilled enough for a traditional full-time professional job, but not unemployable enough to be eligible for disability. As I've ranted before, it really bothers me that there are more services for the parents of autistic children than for autistic adults, and I want to be the change I want to see happen, and this could be just the way. They do have a neurodivergent support group, and since it only meets during business hours, it will always be accessible by bus, so this seems better for me in every regard. I'm pumped, but they're not going to decide whether to admit me until January. That's fine. Hopefully I'll have the top 200 drivers of 2025 list done by then, but I'm kind of doubting it. I've talked a lot about my mom's troublesome behaviors in recent years. A lot of Redditor types who would probably tell me to disown my mom for being a chud, even though she was always vehemently anti-Trump and stuff, do not seem to understand family bonds, and this is why I don't consider myself a social liberal anymore, although I don't really consider myself a social conservative either. My mom helped a ton of people in her life while getting little in return, and over the last decade or two, as she's grown more isolated, the bitterness has bubbled up. That doesn't make some of her obnoxious actions okay, but I remember what she was like in the past, and I still love her. She dreamt of being a nurse to save lives, but ended up dropping out of nursing school. After she wound up with multiple sclerosis in the 70s and wasn't even diagnosed until the 90s, the MS triggered a major case of epilepsy in her. That eventually healed, but while she was having seizures, she started the Epilepsy Association of Central New York and ran it for 2 years until she was too sick to continue, especially after my parents divorced, and my dad helped her with the group. My mom spoke out on numerous occasions for disabled people's rights in the 90s. She helped me edit my book. She drove me to work and even to Scrabble tournaments since I never learned how to drive, which mortifies me now. We had lots of great conversations over the years, and at times we were the only people each other had. I'm now bitter that it feels like she was trying to keep me from leaving the house and seeing other people, and a combination of my laziness, my obsessive work on my various projects, to her me not wanting to leave her alone. I don't know why I wrote that as me not wanting her to leave me alone. That was misspeaking. Had me wind up in a more unemployable place than I ever should have been. But she's done a lot for me and for others, and I don't want her to be completely judged by her worst moments. It seems like everyone online is now primarily judged by the worst things they did in life, especially where any instance of bigotry erases any previous good you did in life, and it is making everyone absolutely miserable. Obviously, almost any person is going to be a mixed bag with good and bad elements. My mom did inspire a desire for service in me, and I want to eventually play a role in autism advocacy like what she did for epilepsy. My dream job, honestly, would be something to help autistic adults, not a racing industry job, although I'd certainly gladly take a racing industry job if anyone is offering. I don't know how I could get into that without spending money on another social work degree, and I never want to go back to college, or knowing how to drive, which would be necessary to be a direct support professional or something. I've also been lurking around Substack quite a bit and looking at its other features that I had previously ignored. I discovered that Substack had a chat function, and I launched a chat last week. I am not requiring people to be a paid subscriber to access this. If there's a way I can manage it, I'll even set it up so non-subscribers can talk here. I mean, it's just about auto racing, so I'm not sure how much typing people will be interested in that. I had a person asking me how I would rank the IndyCar driver. Scott Dixon, all time. I had a top 100 IndyCar drivers list in 2016 that I wrote in the lead up to the 100th Indy 500. I rated Scott Dixon 10th at the time. Since then, he won a couple more titles, and now I guess I would rate him third. But so I talked to somebody there about that, and you're welcome to join in on that, even if you don't want to talk about racing. Additionally, I subscribe to a bunch of other Substackers, both political and racing and general sports people. I was honestly surprised how few auto racing people were on here, as it would not be difficult for me to be king of my niche, especially if I cross promote it back and forth with my YouTube as I intend to do, and am doing here. Speaking of that, I was flirting with rejoining the typing community in recent weeks in the YouTube videos I just released, but I've decided that's a waste of my time and it's probably hurting my legacy as well. I do want to get it monetized on YouTube again after I lost it a year or two ago, which along with a flat stomach, paying my bills, and bringing my mom home are my main goals for 2026. But I'm not going to get there with only one home video typing live stream that gets 200 views a week. It's clear people are losing interest in me as a typist compared to my heyday 10 years ago, and I don't even enjoy it really. I didn't enjoy. I enjoyed typing the first few years, from 2009 to 2012, I'd say, but after that, I never really did that much the active typing. I enjoyed 2017, 2018, the years that Michael DeRoche and Izzy and Kathy came in and provided me some competition. Those years were fun. After that, I did not enjoy typing competitions at all. I was only doing it to work for my book, which I consider, all right, I mentioned that there, but I consider my book a bigger accomplishment than anything I did in typing. I know a lot of people would disagree with that. Furthermore, I've been reading lots of comments in the Type GG Discord where it feels like people are dismissing my past accomplishments. I'm seeing lots of Zoomers now saying I'm only a barely or not even top 10 typist of all time just because they've zoomed past my previous records. I don't really care that much, and I consider my book to be a much bigger accomplishment than any of my past typing records. But this doesn't seem to be how we evaluate greatness in any other sport. Shouldn't it be based on how much time each person was on top rather than who is better now? Do we say Chase Briscoe is a better driver historically than Kyle Busch just because Briscoe had a very good season this year and Busch sucked? No, we don't. The same should apply here, and it's weird that I'm seeing so many people talk about people who are like 8th place typists today who were never at any point number one and rating them over me historically just because they are faster now, even though I've done things like remaining on top for 10 years straight, simultaneously holding the world records on Type Racer, Nitro Type, and 10 Fast Fingers, or being the only typist to win both online Intersteno championships in the same year that nobody may ever do again. As a result of these discussions, I figure any further competing is going to hurt my legacy and reputation as a typist even more, and if I'm not enjoying it, there are a bunch of other things I both want and need to be doing with my time, and I'm not going to be able to monetize based on that. I don't see the point. I want to pivot my YouTube channel to being primarily an outlet for my auto racing analytics content because that's where my passion is right now. I still intend to release my remaining home videos throughout the rest of the year, but for 2026 I want to start reading my various already published articles on my channel because YouTube is my biggest platform since I have 6,000 subscribers there and only 50 on Substack. It frustrates me that YouTube is my biggest platform because y'all know I am a good writer and I am not good with visuals or with graphics, but it became clear to me that nobody is going to make a living as a competitive typing gamer on there, and if I want to and I want to see if I might stand a better shot with my auto racing analytics work. I've noticed that there aren't a lot of great auto racing YouTubers to begin with, and auto racing analytics especially seems to be underserved. Even arguably the two most famous auto racing analytics guys, David Smith and Grant at Auto Racing Analytics, had 48 subscribers and 488 subscribers on YouTube respectively. It might have changed since I wrote that. Okay, Auto Racing Analytics got another one, even though they have larger platforms than I do elsewhere. Since I already have way more subscribers than that from my taping exploits, I see an opening here and I could totally end up dominating this niche if I wanted to. I think that is a better use of my time than making typing content at this point, especially considering I've already written so much already. And honestly, I might be more elite as an auto racing analyst at this point than as a typist. Granted, I don't expect virality from just reading a bunch of my racing analytics posts on there, but hopefully it will open me up to a new audience. I'm thinking about just going through and reading the 1,000 greatest drivers posts I've already written once a day on YouTube. I already have like 200 of them completed to see if I can tickle the algorithm's fancy. But if any of my paid subscribers here on the Substack are against that, maybe I'll do something else. Let me know in the comments if you are one of my paid subscribers, and it will be a great way to simultaneously promote my Substack content. If I manage this right, I could see myself earning way more this way than I probably ever would from book sales. And I'm still working on the top 200 drivers of 2025 list, and I may, when I finish, just read that on here. But I think I'm going to read some of my other articles first. I think I'm going to read my introductory article from 10 years ago, the Racermetrics Manifesto, and also the um, article in advance of my book, Abstract for the Top 1,000 Drivers in Motorsports History. Those are probably the first ones I'm going to read, and then I'll read others of them to introduce all the statistics I invented. I've invented a lot of statistics in the same vein as Bill Vane and Bill Vane, in the same vein as Bill James, the most famous sabermetrician, and I ripped off his sabermetrics for my website Racermetrics, which I also used as my nitrotype group because a lot of nitrotype people insisted I start a group even though I didn't want to. So I'm going to read some of those articles on here, but I still have 3 more home videos that I'm going to go through by the end of the year. Um, might do one tonight, might do the other 2 on the weekend, and then I also have a video where my mom spoke at at a debate where a bunch of people in the 2004 Democratic primary race spoke for each candidate, and my mom spoke for John Edwards, which is embarrassing in retrospect after he had his sex scandal, but that might be interesting because, I mean, I've been thinking about my mom a lot lately, and that was one of the last major things she did out and about, I guess. But as for tonight, I'm going to focus on the home video, the Christmas 1991 special, as I called it. It is about 50 minutes, and I'm going to give you the context here. My parents split in the summer of 1991 in the month of August. I was 6. My mom was disabled with multiple sclerosis. She had just been declared disabled, but she had not received her Social Security disability payments yet. So she was on welfare. She had basically no money. That was when welfare still existed, aid for families with dependent children. The Clinton administration ended that program and replaced it with the more restrictive temporary assistance for needy families, or welfare reform as it was called. It was one of Clinton and Gingrich's quote unquote compromises that really screwed over a lot of people in the working class. And my mom was included because although she had been found disabled by this point, she did not actually get her disability check for a year later, so we had basically no money. At Thanksgiving that year, I remember that um, I was I was trying to I was trying to raise money and ask my mom to give money for the needy for a Thanksgiving food basket, and she ended up being one of the recipients. It was a very O. Henry, A Christmas Carol type of story that would almost be worth dramatizing, but. And. Alright. My mom didn't have a car. My dad took the car. He took the stereo. He took the television. He did not take the computer because he knew I loved the computer and I spent so much time on it. I did actually watch television on the computer. You could use rabbit ear antennas on computer monitors and they would pick up TV stations. That was something you could do, and it's something I figured out how to do when I was 6. I remember watching a lot of, presumably the TGIF sitcoms and Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. I was super into game shows, and the NBC kids series Erie, Indiana, which was basically a kids ripoff of Twin Peaks. I remember it being good though. Um, so I would watch TV on the computer monitor or read books or play on the computer, and that's about all I had. We had like hardly any dishes, hardly any towels. I don't think we even had soap. My mom was also addicted to cigarettes, and that was very expensive for like 40 years from when she was 16 in 1964 all the way up until the time she was in the hospital in 2007. She finally got off her cigarette addiction then. She might have died a long time ago if she hadn't, but yeah, we were very poor. My mom would sometimes babysit for other people in her apartment building, and she had people in the Scrabble by Mail group who would occasionally give her things, but we were really struggling. And so at this Christmas in 1991, my uncle came up from Maryland. You already saw the footage of him at Washington, D.C., when we toured the Air and Space Museum and the Museum of Natural History and all those places. He came up from Maryland on this occasion and brought my mom an old TV, one of his old TVs, and and brought me a lot of presents as well. And so this was like one of the few happy moments in one of the darker years of my life, and I wanted to share this video. And I want to get going now so I have it uploaded by the time it's midnight. And it's not Christmas anymore.
When you lost your hat, you got a new hat. Maybe some other little fellow needed a hat, got a new hat. Hang on a minute, it's got stuff on it.
My dad isn't here, it's just my mom and my uncle's recording.
It's a big hat, too.
Look! That's it, Daddy.
Wow.
Got a Teenage Mutant.
Oh, I was wrong. Okay. My dad did come for Christmas. I'm surprised by that, since they were hardly on speaking terms.
Ninja Turtle fact.
Yes, he did.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, baby dude, try your hat on.
I don't even remember liking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Apparently I did. I don't think I watched the cartoons or anything. Maybe it was just something I wanted to pretend that I liked because all the other kids did.
We're host for Iron Style.
Oh, and these are great, insulated gloves. Boy, oh boy. I wonder... Turn around, let Uncle Steve see you.
Good to see you. Smile for the camera. Very good. It caught you. You're still smiling. It's a nice hat, Sean.
Let's see if a glove fits. Just try one of them. Oh dear.
Come here.
I think, well,
Okay.
maybe not.
It's all right.
Okay, put the hat back in the box. Okay, let's be neat here. Alright, we know that's another truck. Why don't you open this one up?
Oh yeah, both of those Afghans were Afghans that my mom made. I still have this one. She gave the other two to her brother, and then he had apparently already given them to members of people in his cult, so which my mom did not approve of. She wanted them for him. She did not much tolerate my uncle's call. I didn't have a brother. I was an only child.
I'll just open it with some time here.
I know I was looking
Well,
at boards here.
One for Mommy and one for Sean. Mommy's just going to put one of these away, she thinks.
I know I've slurred a lot of words here, but I want to leave this uncut because I want it to be real. In an era of AI slop, I want my videos to be real and not prefab, I guess.
Like, I've been waiting to get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle because I wanted one like all the other schoolboys had.
Schoolboy. Well, now you got one. It wouldn't have been something Mommy would have necessarily wanted, right? But you're a little boy, and I suppose, let's see, it's wrapped. All from the ghastly things, right? Apparently it plays something like soccer. Spring-powered kicking action. Oh, it kicks. Check this out. You push the button and it kicks. On the back. Push it and it kicks. Great. It's the Super Ninja All-Star Sewer Sport. Sure. Oh, my God. Equipment checklist and stuff.
Are your hands in the way?
Every little place
Well,
is scribbled.
get your coordinates.
Yeah, whatever they are. Alright, let's see what you got there, baby. When you pull the paper off, let's give Mommy the paper, okay? Mommy's trying to maintain some semblance of tidiness. Hand that. It's tape.
You want to look inside? You want
Well, it is. No, you Excuse me.
a shirt and a shirt, shoe, and 2 pairs of shorts.
Wow.
They're long pants. They're not winter pants. They're considerably large, but... Oh, check this out. They've got Velcro fasteners.
Oh, cute.
Well, those okay, what do you got? 3 pairs of pants? Sure, that's not bad. Those will be good for the spring. You can wear this this winter. With this. It might be a little big, but...
That wasn't on my shirt.
Oh, no. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
I am imagination.
Here's a couple more presents for you.
And one had the both fell off. This one is double pin. I'll pick one of those. And we'll pin it.
Oh, that's nice wrapping paper.
Oh,
What's that, Sean?
I'm going to
Oh.
find out. It's a calendar creator plus. That's what it says.
Oh, wow. So it's a program to make calendars.
See, that's
Oh.
what they used on the lots.
A program to make calendars?
Yeah.
This is a program to make calendars.
It is. Custom calendars for every person. That means there's a disc in here. There's a plug that tells you how to use it and a disc.
So you have a new...
Oh, I'll open it.
Okay, Sean, I think I've got all of your presents sort of stacked up here now.
You know, it's funny that the thing you said that came yesterday, I just got a card yesterday saying, this is not going to come till January 21st.
Hey, look what I got for you. Cool. Check it out. Little balls with bells in them. Bobcat got some presents too.
And cats usually don't get presents.
Well, they do if their mommies love them.
Right. back to the
This
center of
would be
attention,
hard
Sean.
to open. It's inside this box.
Oh, but I know what it is.
Right?
Good, good. I'm just killing the
Wait till you see what that is. Oh boy, oh boy.
That's what I think. I hope you like it.
Camera!
Your own camera. The only working camera in the family, actually. It's got film with it and a battery. We can take pictures with it. Today, I guess. Actually, I'd rather you let Mommy or Daddy or Uncle Steve. Send that to Mommy. Okay, Mom will put it together for you. What about that? How many kids do you think have their own camera? You spoiled little beast. Hand me that paper off the floor. And you don't step on that disc. Hand me the disc, too, all right? Sweetie, the program.
Oh, the cat is playing with his little toy.
It's day, month, and year codes them. Wow. All right, next camera, kiddo.
I know what this is. It's something you gave me.
Yeah.
That's nice. It makes whole bunches of little pictures.
I hope this is working. I've never really run one of these before.
Look at what I got.
Yeah, it's nice.
A lot of you.
A lot of me.
Oh my lord,
So that's not
this
big.
thing's like programmed. All right,
I'll tell you what it does.
No, let me see. Okay.
somebody.
What it does.
Program this
is
thing.
that it shows a lot of things at the same time. It's like a kaleidoscope.
See how it's in it?
Oh, wow.
It's built in digital. Watch
Oh,
remember
neat.
the year,
Sees
month,
a lot of
and day up to the
things
year
at the same
2019.
time.
Press the mode button and set the year, month, and day. Mode.
This is at the right height, so I don't have to jiggle it too much.
Great. Kathy and her wisdom. We took it to 91.
Oh, I forgot that one, Sean. What does that say?
It says 365 new words for the year 1992 calendar.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's nice.
you get your own calendar and you get to learn a new word every day. Of course, you probably wouldn't have to learn too many of them.
That's what Mommy needs. A kid who knows more words than she does.
It's a 1992.
We're going to say it's 9 o'clock. I'm not going to get real crazy here. I'm spending the time.
Ooh, what is that?
A new book I don't have now. Box and Stock.
Do you want to read a couple pages of it for me, quickly?
Okay. Box, Stock, Box,
Thanks for
Stock.
telling me now. You
Box
just
and
wanted
Box,
to-
Box and Stock. Box and Box and Stock and Box.
Well, let's come on, a few pages. That's on the very beginning.
Box and Box and Box and Box. Box and Box and unbox and unbox. Chicks with bricks come. Chicks with blocks come. Chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. Look there, Mr. Lobster. Let's do tricks with bricks and blocks. Then let's do chicks with chicks and clocks.
A little more. And finish your chicks and clocks and bricks and blocks.
First I'll make a quick chick brick stack. Then I'll make a quick chick block stack.
Next page. Yeah.
You can make a quick chick stack. You could make a quick chick clock stack. Last page.
Yeah.
And here's a new chick, Mr. Knox. Stocks on chicks and chicks on fox. Fox on clocks on bricks. And blocks and bricks and blocks on knocks on fox.
Keep going a little bit.
Now we come to ticks and tocks, or try to say this Mr. Knoxter. Clocks on fox, ticks, clocks on knox, ticks, six, 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 brick, tick, six, 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 six.
Imagine reading that with a speech impediment. I still think it's probably one of the best Dr. Seuss books.
Tick tock. Last one. Please, sir, I don't like this tick, sir. My tongue is quick or slick, sir. I get all of those ticks and clocks, sir. I mixed up with the chicks and cocks, sir. I can't do it, Mr. Fox, sir. I'm so sorry, Mr. Knox, sir.
You like that so far?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like that too. I laughed a lot of times when I read that. Because at the end, it keeps like that going and going and going until your tongue is all tied up.
I got a new book. I didn't know I got a new book.
Oh, I just realized my uncle at this point was 40, the exact same age I am now. Wow. Horrifies me, kind of.
Four. Oh, this is a heavy rectangular thing.
Does this, buddy, do you know if this film feeds itself?
Auto loading?
I don't, yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I think so, but I don't know. I mean,
It says film loading and it has a thing.
be careful. But
It's auto load. That answers that. However, it does not appear. Is there? Do you have?
Well,
Do you turn the thing off or something?
what does that say, Sean?
It says 6 by 2. There are 6 different stories in here.
Wow. What ones are there? What?
And to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street, the 500 hats, Fortune Hatches, the egg, Yertle the Turtle, and other stories by Dr. Seuss, how the Grinch stole Christmas, and the Lorax.
Wonders of modern.
Yeah, you already have the Lorax, right?
Right, but still it's still part of it in the book.
Yeah.
Now I can read any of these stories that I want.
Yeah. Let's just pick out one book, and you can read 1 or 2 a night. Oh, that's a good story. I like that one. I had to read these books first to make sure they were good for you.
I'm going to look at this book. And it rhymes! Like Dr. Seuss makes rhymes. What am I doing?
Is the lens cap on, Kat?
Yeah, I don't. I know enough not to take pictures with the lens cap on. I don't take the lens cap off until I've got the film focused. Probably the best photographer in the family so far. I'm sure Sean will, by far and away, outstrip me with a fancy camera like this as a child, but... No, I have taken pictures with the lens cap on. Everybody does it.
Oh.
There,
But I don't, That's why I don't take the lens cap off, because I don't want to get the lens all messed up until I've got a shot on line. And since there's only 12 shots here, and I don't know if anything's open today, I would.
There's only 12 on.
Yeah, well.
I'm
Hey,
just
sweetie, look
looking
at
at
Mom.
Miles.
Your hair, my dear. You look
It's
like
natural.
a little rooster.
I'm looking at
Shot of the tree. If I can get some of the junk out. God, I love it. Mommy wants a camera.
Well,
Actually, Mommy wants
this
to
is your
start
camera, but
going
you
in
have to let
and
your mom use it,
Mommy
okay?
doesn't really want autofocus. Mommy wants to improve her real photography skills again someday. I should never have given my camera away to that.
Well, I mean, most of the pictures you do take, though, are friends and family, and you don't want to have to
I know that.
get little
I know
kids.
you need a camera like that for, family type shots. But I like, and most.
Oh, that's how it's supposed to work. Clever. Huh. What is... I didn't know this. Oh, now I can actually use it. Before I had to... No, I just didn't know how to use one of these without doing it.
I know. I'm just laughing with you. It's a marvelous book, and Mommy is like so indebted to Uncle Steve and more Zeus to read. Honey, what?
Zeus.
Zeus, Moose, Goose, Loose, Bruce, Caboose.
Blue.
I already said that one. It don't count. Why don't you open some more presents, baby dude? You got
You've got a few more to go.
Spend on your book.
All right.
God forbid he shouldn't look at every page and count them.
I'm not counting them. I'm just looking through the book.
Did you see this thing that David gave him? It's a little thing that you look through it like you see about, I don't know, 3, 7, 11,
Where'd you find that, Dave? That's
15
cute.
type things. And you turn it around, it's a little like a kaleidoscope. It's really disorienting, but it's sort of fascinating. Makes me nauseous, actually, but I like it anyway. You're gonna get that kitty playing with the little plastic ball. Going cameras, yeah!
Mine moves. Or, I assume is the lens moving now or not?
Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, that's called the dragonfly. Our multi-prism lens gives the observer 24 upright images of anything viewed. The miniature instrument's bell-shaped casing, copyrighted, is made of layers of dyed birch, which are laminated together with a special patent in parentheses method. It should be noted if signed and dated on the brass lens retainer ring. What?
This book is
It
great.
should be noted if you have a keen eye that this device has been signed and dated on the brass lens retainer ring. You will find that there is an endless fascination for multiple witnesses.
In a minute. After I...
And How the Grinch Stole Christmas when I was a kid. And I think I might have read the 500 Hats too, actually. Yodel the Turtle, I'm looking forward to. Okay, open some more.
Okay, I'm recording again. Not that I have much stock left.
Some other thing by a box.
Most things are in boxes for Christmas, sweetie. You can open
It's a game of checkers.
Wow,
Wow.
that's nice. Your very own little special.
I'll put that out.
No, leave it out here. Leave all your Christmas presents probably show you how to play that. I thought that perhaps.
He probably, well, does he know how to play already?
Oh, Stephen?
Oh, Steven Checker. Oh.
Uncle Steve, now you know how to play checkers?
Well, I think poor Steve.
Yeah, really.
Oh, let me teach you how to play checkers, Sean. Oh, you know how to play and you beat me.
Yeah, the child does have uncanny luck.
Well, checkers.
Checkers is more skill, though, so
skill.
perhaps Stephen will have a chance to.
No, that's what I mean. What's a good chance? At least after a while.
Don't go giving the kid a head any bigger than he has already. What is that?
That's a calculator of my own.
I noticed the last two words rolled in there quickly.
Well,
I used to literally go through all the scientific functions on my mom's calculator. That is how I memorized the first 8 digits of pi, just 3.1415927. I learned a few more after that, and Andy, and I would just press every button, entering 0 and 1, just seeing what they did. That's how I memorized the powers of 2 all the way up to 67,108,864, because that was as high as the 8-digit calculator went. That was my mom's calculator that I played with constantly. I had a number of calculators in my childhood, and I believe I know that I dunked one of them in a glass of soda and fried it, and I just said that I was spearminting because I didn't know how to pronounce experimenting or whatever, and I don't know, that was a weird memory that came back. I can't believe some of these things I'm being excited about. I can't even, well, I had so little, I guess, but I can't even imagine most computer nerds being excited about having a program to make calendars.
you made out like a bandit, didn't you, baby face? Hand me the paper, please. Mommy is trying to put the paper in the garbage as it becomes available.
Look, a very long calculator of my own.
Wow.
I'm just going to do something with it.
Well, you've still got more presents to open. I'd like you to open all your presents, family presents, before Carrie and the kids come up and get their presents.
Carrie was her neighbor in the downstairs apartment to the woman that the babies stopped sometimes. Left on my bed. I was part of it, I think. All of us were jumping on my bed and destroyed my bed frame, so I was sleeping in that uncomfortable bed for, gosh, I guess it was 20 years, because I think I continued to have that bed until I finally replaced it in 2011, and it was stiff and the boards were basically broken, but I replaced it with the bed I have now. Actually, I just bought a mattress in Box Spring, no frame, in 2011 when we moved back to Syracuse, but I was on that awful bed for like 20 years.
Oh, so
I
that's
have a few things, didn't I? I realized it was thing with this or that.
Let me open that for you. Let's see what's in it.
Wow.
Okay, that looks like
a drawing box.
nice.
Nice read.
Drawing tablet, little pad, color construction paper, 50 sheet, quality essentials, instructional, educational guidance sheet. Oh yeah.
You love that.
Oh, I love it. Sure do. Oh, it's got some markers too. Boy, I can't wait. Well, you're going to have fun with this, I think. Oh, look at that. All kinds of... Oh, wow, you might actually have fun with this. You're right. I love it.
careful with that, Sean. That's just paper. Because I said, well, that's not enough drawing paper. You need more paper.
Actually, he does better with the cheaper paper.
Well, this is cheap paper.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
not the shiny stuff like that. It's harder for him to draw into his pens. The kids were appalled that he uses a pen. They're not allowed to use pens in school. He does math with a pen.
Well, it's not like
Well, I
their
just-
kind of math. I mean, you could do it with an indelible magic marker and get it right.
We're sitting this stuff on the disc over here. Let's not do that. It's okay, I moved it. I'm trying to try to keep track of things here.
Another soup book.
Well,
It's called I Can Read With My Eyes Shut.
well, look at it. Is it just that? How many are in there?
3. I am not going to get up today. There's a locket in my pocket, and I can read with my eyes shut.
Yeah, I know. I was debating about what they're getting. I'm not going to get up today. That's. I think you know how to do that pretty well yourself. Or how
All right,
not-
open the last one, and then you can start messing around with whatever. Oh, these have nice
This is something I wanted too. This is something
Oh, that's great.
Is that another rhyming one? I think it is.
The locket in my pocket. That's going to be a real promising one.
I can see why this is the video I've watched the most. I watch this home video like every 6 months or a year. I think it is probably the best one.
I got my own stopwatch.
Oh, is this one just like? No. Well, the cat's
Wait
got
till you
that.
find out
What you can time
what
with
you
that.
can do with that. You know how you like timing records? This counts up instead of down. You start it, and then you time something, and then you stop it, and it tells you how much time it was, and it doesn't start. Is it not
Does it have a
battery?
battery?
It better, is all I can say. The guy that showed, the one he showed me in the store work. Oh man. What do you got there?
Something that's
Aunt
inside.
Catherine sent you that. Oh Lord. Little plastic cars. Oh boy.
Yeah.
And two plastic cars and a truck.
Oh,
They can go inside your.
that's wonderful.
Put,
That was very sweet of
And-
Aunt Kay.
I'll put them in my room.
Good idea. If this doesn't have a battery, I'm not going to be thrilled. Just one. Oh,
That kind of
man.
makes sense. That.
The guy told me it had a battery.
Oh, it didn't come with one.
It would appear. I can't even open it. Can you open that? Remove the insulator. Open the battery cover. Show that right. I just
Tiffany,
ripped
a
my
lot of
finger.
times they put
Remove
the-
the insulator paper. You're right, like your friend does. You said with the computer or whatever it is, where you put. It's got paper on it. All right.
Well, it makes sense so it doesn't run down. So
Right.
it probably was made a couple of years ago.
That's a little
That's to be
flashlight.
Steve's bedtime, buddy.
You know, like mommy's little flashlight she uses. That's your own little flashlight. So you don't.
I can't imagine my parents are kind of
This wasn't present.
Why do you put the bowl on there?
I just because it's bright and cheerful. No good reason. Seems like such a waste to always throw this stuff out, you know.
Oh, and this is a manual that goes with my household.
Okay, let's see. Does your flashlight work just like mine? Yep. See? You press the little handle and you got a little tiny flashlight. And it's got Oscar on it, the grouch. It is disposable, dear. It will run out. And it won't start again if it runs out. It'll last quite a while, I think. Okay, I think that's that unwrap. I was going to say wraps it up, but actually I think that unwraps it up would be a better thing to say. Okay, Mommy will give Uncle Steve his big surprise present. And Mommy will open her present.
Okay, so Sean has been the center of attention so far, and probably will remain to be so.
Alright, and that's all the stuff for the neighbor people. Don't I get to be on camera? Come on, I washed my hair, and I put a real blouse on. Oh, I am so surprised. It is a peppermill, and it even has a place for salt, which I will never use. Oh, neat, it has some kind of weird pepper in it. Does it tell me what kind? Lifetime warranty, huh? What's a lifetime? Oh, I bet I can give it a lifetime of about a year. I'm brutal on peppermill. In 1944, Oldie Thompson introduced the peppermill to the American market. During the early half-century, since no one has ever paid to have the grinding mechanism of an Oldie Thompson pepper or salt mill repaired. Oh boy! All right!
Well, I thought he said that. I said, well,
I love it.
this will test it.
Oh.
We'll test you and it. We'll see
This
how.
will test the Thompson, the Oldie. I love it when they spell old with an E. Thompson pepper or salt mill
You want
repair.
to
If any time your Oldie Thompson grinding mechanism fails to give complete grinding
Thanks, guys. I really like
satisfaction,
this
boy, that
coffee.
is kinky. Simply
Here, I'll
mark,
show you
mail
all
the
that.
mill with your name and address to customer
Well,
service, and they
here's
sort
it.
of covered it with tape. Well, what kind of pepper is it? It's exotic. It's got all colors in it. I mean, that's like red pepper.
It's on 7 to 10.
Oh, it grinds it so fine. You know, I like
Unscrew the top a little bit. That's your adjuster.
all right. It's pretty.
Power
Look at it. Doesn't it look like confetti?
When you press
I mean,
that,
it's red and green
Yeah,
and
it
white.
has a zero.
Well, one of these days I am going to try some other
Power
peppers.
up.
There are some really neat peppers.
0 to 9.
Thank you, buddy.
Number 2.
Oh, I see why they put it all the way in.
So this is the salt, and also the salt
Well,
goes.
I do appreciate the fact that you got me something that's supposed to be unbreakable. You know how that's going to work out. If anybody in the world can break it, I can. That's about my 10th peppermill. Are you going to take a picture of me opening my last gift?
What's key my
What could this be?
Did you open this one as?
Yeah.
What's mine?
Oh, it is socks. What a surprise.
You got the
Thanks.
fox and socks, and you got just plain socks.
Plain, I hope that they're like knee socks. I really do. Uh-oh, they say slouch.
They say, yeah, they said
I don't like slouch socks. I like socks that stay up to my knee. I may let you take these back if you have the receipt.
No,
Well, they're like totally worthless to me. Well, I'm sorry, it's true. I specified knee socks. They're almost impossible to find anymore. I don't like sloppy socks. They're not even knee socks. They're just sloppy socks. What a drag. I'm sorry, buddy.
you can wear them though.
But I won't. That's the whole point. I can't stand the feeling. I wasn't specific.
My mommy's calculator. Except it's in
Ouch.
this.
Don't bite. All right, that's enough.
Probably an
What
updated version
am
of
I
ours.
going to do with you, huh? Well, actually that wasn't as stressful as childhood Christmases I remember. When I was so hyper. Well, you were so Mr. Keep On.
I know, I used to be her. I remember.
It tells you how much time is elapsed. A little tongue stick out.
No, recording.
That's how you time this how long
This is how to figure out.
Bring it here, sweetie.
here's the instruction manual. You guys can
You go like this, Sean. This is your start and stop, and then when you want to reset, you just press this other button and reset. 1900. That's all. This is your start and stop button, and that's your reset button. That's the easiest way to look at it.
Now, how many kids do you suppose get a calculator, a camera, and a stopwatch for Christmas, not to mention everything else?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Now you can have real time on things, not guessing. And God, hundredths of seconds. I mean, now we can know right to the hundredth of a second how long something is. I cannot wait. It will be
These
so
are
much
minutes.
fun.
These are minutes. What are seconds?
See, there's probably an M and an S, and then those little tiny numbers are the hundreds.
These are seconds. These are minutes. These are hours. And the other things these are hundreds of hours.
Comes
Oh.
down hundreds of seconds.
These are
Hundreds of
hundreds.
seconds.
These are hundreds. These are seconds. And these are minutes.
Right. Look, it's right here. The H is for the hour for these two. The minutes are these two. The seconds are these two, and the hundredths of seconds are the last two.
The two little tiny ones are hundreds. I guess, or hundreds of something. Look in the manual.
They're
It's like
hundreds of seconds.
it doesn't seem to me like it goes fast enough to be hundreds of seconds. You are right. It's not. What are these things supposed to do? I mean, why?
It's different things, but that's one of them.
Different things. But of course, a stopwatch is much more interesting and rewarding, isn't it?
What do you mean? How you got some high-tech stuff? A calculator and a stopwatch, a camera,
And a flashlight.
And a
flashlight.
dragonfly
a couple
eye.
of trucks.
Are you just going to go home by yourself?
Yeah.
David, that's dumb. I'm making a big dinner.
Hi.
But Jim, why are you doing? Aren't you? You mean like you've been awake hours ago, or were you?
That's the daughter of my mom's neighbor. My mom was in apartment 4. They were in apartment 2 downstairs. They're the people the co-collaborators who destroyed my bed.
We were.
I got a game of
These are
checkers.
Stephen's, these are your mother's, and these are yours.
Yeah, where's the rest of your crew? Meaning,
Oh, it's on
Stephen's playing a new Nintendo game, and Mom's
where's
in the shower.
oh, let me get. All right, this is on video.
It's a big sock. Start you on embroidery with something of your own age. Needles, thimbles, and a... That's a good way to start. You're welcome. I knew you liked it.
Oh, it's not. Oh. Come back here, Terry. It wasn't
Open
working.
it.
Yeah?
Dance the game. Come on, kitty. Oh, you play checkers, but you play it diagonally. You play it vertically.
Oh, I have the game checkers too.
violence.
Mommy or Daddy could separate these for you. These are the red peppers and the black peppers, but no, don't start doing it, honey, because you could lose them. And if you lose them, then you have no more candy. Set up the other. Is this new? Oh, that's beautiful.
It's 6 games, but that's it.
6 games.
Oh, 6 bucks.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Oh, I like green eggs and ham.
You do?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Green eggs.
I don't. That personally, I'd rather have them less green and.
Green eggs and ham. You know that story.
No, the story. Oh, I thought you meant the food.
I have that story, so I don't need it.
So you don't need it in here. I see. Well,
I don't need the last story in here either. I have the Laura.
Okay, well, let's do this. That's right. That's how you do it. Also, all you have to do for this is just separate the little checkers, okay? And then here's the rules. Here's the rules. If Stephen and Kelly has a big game like this, but you could play this in the car with Daddy.
Well, assuming you're assuming as far as I'm driving.
Daddy's house. Don't suggest you can play that in the car with Daddy. Daddy might have to get in the car.
or get totally distracted when he's driving.
You got one of these too. You got it.
I just realized her kids' names were Stephen and Kelly, and my uncle's name was Stephen Kelly. That's a weird coincidence.
They obviously they just give out the presents,
Sean,
and they don't know what they're giving out.
you really did well, didn't you? For Christmas. Would you like to borrow, while the kids are gone, what's Home Alone and Music Too?
Oh, not music too. I don't
Why
know.
not? Oh.
I don't care if they want to see it. I don't.
Would you like to see Home Alone? You've already watched it once. It's a cool movie. It's a Christmas movie. Is that the stuff they were building the other day?
Up there, yeah. The stuff on the edge is Sean.
Oh, but
I never even liked the Home Alone movies, even as a kid. I think it's because I always had a problem with visceral violence. Even the violence in the Home Alone movies is cartoon violence. And I have a very different reaction now. I mean, I guess I was really consumerist then, but I mean in the early 90s, so was everybody. I mean, the 90s was maybe the only decade where we felt consumerism worked. I mean, I get it. That decade was an aberration in a lot of ways because the economy really wasn't all that great. It only appeared so because there was so much investment into computers and the internet that ended up being a bubble when it ended up not being as profitable as people thought it was going to be, and also because of the collapse of the Soviet Union. So we had an unlimited supply of consumer products, and did it really make our generation happy? No, it didn't. I mean, if you ask me what I would want for Christmas now, it would just be companionship with anyone. I'm far different as an adult than I guess I was as a kid when I was excited by these tech gadgets, which I mean now you could just do all these things. You could do the stopwatch and probably and the calculator and probably even making calendars on a smartphone now, and I don't even want a smartphone.
Christmas. Right? Most anybody. It doesn't have to show. Right?
They got this really neat tune. It's something I can't remember. It's called Father Christmas or something. It says, she's got them all.
Cat.
Father Christmas.
Your cat?
It's going to eat them. You want
Bobcat was really
Give us some money.
was watching you take those pieces out and waiting.
Okay, the song she's talking about is a Christmas song by the Kinks that does always get played on classic rock stations, or at least it was for years. Father Christmas, give us some money for the little rich boys. I don't remember the rest of the chorus, but it was probably one of the better rock Christmas songs, certainly better than like Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time or something like that. As for this cat, Bob, we got him a month, or only a couple months after the previous cats, Rats and Grubber, died. It was probably around the same time that my parents split, and he ended up biting my mom's home health aide, and she forced him to be put to sleep because she was worried he was rabid, even though he never actually left the apartment. It was a cruel thing to do. And then my mom ended up using this woman as a home health aide again because it was so hard for her to find any home health aides that were suitable because nobody really wanted to do that job. And she ended up firing her the second time after about 3 more years when she called my mom crazy to a doctor and said she was messed up in the head. She was pretty abusive, and she had the cat killed after a year and a half.
For you to go away. Waiting for you to
A
move. So
basketball playing ninja. Well, I think it's small, actually. Soccer. What do you? Soccer. Soccer? Yeah.
Which one is it? But I can do it with the mouse.
well, it doesn't need to protect us not this one. Yeah.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
Sorry, ready there.
Well, it's probably just when you start. It's probably like sound and stuff.
What's the first word?
No, there's something that there isn't 365 days in 1992. This is that extra day in February.
Oh, I'm complaining that
Where
they
does it
didn't.
say 365?
I'm complaining that they had a 365-day calendar in a year.
Well, they
With only-
probably, yeah, they didn't know how to do that this year. What is yesterday in February? Oh, well, there it is. There it is. You passed it.
It's got this extra day in February.
The day's there, they just didn't count it. Keep going back. It was there.
And nerdy things to complain about.
What is Saturday the 29th? What's the word for it? What's the word? Can you read it? What's the definition of Austin? Austin?
The fact that if his wife was more concerned about the health of the cat than his own vagina in the cat never said something
Oh, that was a sentence describing it. What is the definition? Right there's in the bigger words.
I don't know.
No, it says it right there. It says in the bigger words. Read that. Read the bigger words. Oh, to show clearly. What? There, read it.
I don't know all this.
Those are hard. There's probably 366
show.
shots.
Yeah, those read that. Read that. To show.
I'm gonna have
Pull the
to
lens-
take my glasses off and see if I can.
Pull the lens out.
I can't see it all without my.
I know. Pull the lens out. Can you see better?
Much
See the
better.
orange light?
No, I see a little white square.
Okay, then it's recorded. The orange button does a pause. The big orange button on the side, on the right-hand side.
Okay, that's a pause.
Right. And the light should come on when you press the pause. Press the
Let's
pause.
try it.
And you get,
Got
okay,
it.
got it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Boy, buddy, there's a lot better VCRs available. Does this thing have autofocus?
Yes.
Could have fooled me. Hey, why don't you sing Holy Water, Sean? A wapana. How does that go? A wapana.
A whopping old holy water.
A wapana Holy Water. I love it.
What is that?
Okay, that is me singing my interpretation of the lyrics of the late period Bad Company song Holy Water. I was very much a classic rock kid growing up. My four favorite albums were that Bad Company's Holy Water, Tom Petty's Full Moon Fever, Traveling Wilburys Volume 1, and Aerosmith's Get a Grip. Now I can tell you what I think of all those albums now. Holy Water is very generic. It doesn't sound like Bad Company. It sounds like they're trying to do like Def Leppard style AOR, like hair metal without the metal. It's very generic, but it's not actually bad. It's still pretty decent for how generic it is. Tom Petty's Full Moon Fever, great. All the 5 singles are great, as are You're So Bad and Zombie Zoo. I still really like that album. Traveling Wilburys #1, boring. The two lead singles, Handle with Care and End of the Line, are great, but the rest of the songs are nobody's best work, and it's obvious that Tom Petty and Jeff Lynne were saving their best songs for Full Moon Fever. And Aerosmith's Get a Grip. I still like the hits, but I find the rockers increasingly disgusting. The reason they had all those ballad hits was because at that point they were better at making ballads. To be honest, all their over-sexualized rock stars, 45-year-old boomers acting gross. I can't believe people liked that at the time. I can't believe I liked that at the time, but I still like the hits except for Crazy, which I think sucks.
It's bad diction, that's what it is. Interpreted by a 6 3/4-year-old child. Zoom around this disastrous place.
And red goes on
Maybe
red.
I can get some outside pictures. Boy, this is much harder to use than the one I got from the library. That was great. Weight a small fortune. Boy, Kathy, that makes sense.
And they have to move diet.
Are you teaching him to play checkers? Oh, this should be priceless. I wonder how this is strange. This is real strange. This is going to be one of the trashiest films ever done.
No, I had.
But it'll be nostalgic at any rate.
All right, so you move.
That's right.
You move. Wait, no, it's not over here. That's just 3 lines, all the same.
Are you paying attention, babyface?
When you move diagonally, you always have to move on black. Unless you, all right, so I move from here to here, and actually red goes first, so you make the first one. So just move one of the front. We have to move one of the front ones. And it's usually better to move towards like this one out, because if they're in the middle, I can jump them eventually.
Hey, Bobcat, you want to be on camera?
I want to move here.
Okay, I'll move here. Your move. This would actually move them anywhere, but you'll see that going towards the sides are better if you can.
Oh, well,
That's
this
it.
is not thrilling.
Well, it does autofocus, but there's also, this is your zoom, this thing here.
Oh, you do have a zoom.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Christmas 1991, and we are reading. Okay. On the faraway island of Salamasan, Yertle the turtle was king of the pond. A nice little pond. It was clean, it was neat. The water was warm, there was plenty to eat. The turtles had everything turtles might need, and they were all happy, quite happy indeed. They were, until Yertle, the king of them all, decided the kingdom he ruled was too small. I'm ruler, said Yertle, of all that I see, but I don't see enough. That's the trouble with me. With this stone for a throne, I look down on my pond, but I cannot look down on the places beyond. The throne that I sit on is too low down. It ought to be higher, he said with a frown. If I could sit high, how much greater I'd be. What a king. I'd be ruler of all I could see. So Yertle the Turtle King lifted his hand, and Yertle the Turtle King gave a command. He ordered 9 turtles to swim to his stone, and using these turtles he built a new throne. He made each turtle stand on another one's back, and he piled them all up in a 9-turtle stack. And then Yertle climbed up. He sat down on the pile. What a wonderful view. He could see most of the mile. All mine, Yertle cried, and oh, the things I now rule. I'm king of a cow, and I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a horse, and what's more, beyond that, I'm king of a house, okay? I'm king of a house, and what's more beyond that, I'm king of a blueberry bush and a cat. I'm Yertle the turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see. And all through that morning he sat there up high, saying over and over, a great king am I, until long about noon. Then he heard a faint sigh. What's that? Snapped the king, and he looked down the stack, and he saw at the bottom a turtle named Mac, just a part of his throne, and this plain little turtle looked up and he said, beg your pardon, King Yertle. I've pains in my back and my shoulders and knees. How long must we stand here, your majesty, please? Silence, the king of the turtles barked back. I'm king and you're only a turtle named Mac. You stay in your place while I sit here and rule. I'm king of a cow and I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a house and a bush and a cat. But that isn't all. I'll do better than they came, they obeyed. From all over the pond they came running by dozens. Whole families of turtles with uncles and cousins. And all of them stepped on the head of poor Mac. One after another they climbed up the stack. Then Yertle the turtle was perched up so high he could see 40 miles from his throne in the sky. Hooray, shouted Yertle, I'm king of the trees. I'm king of the birds, I'm king of the bees. I'm king of the butterflies, king of the air. I'm Yertle the turtle, marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see. Then again, from below in the great heavy stack, came a groan from that plain little turtle named Mac. Your Majesty, please, I don't like to complain, but down here below we are feeling great pain. I know up on top you are seeing great sight, but down at the bottom we too should have right. We turtles can't stand it, our shells will all crack. Besides, we need food, we are starving, groaned Mac. You hush up your mouth, howled the mighty King Yertle. You can go right to talk to the world's highest turtle. I rule from the clouds over land, over sea. There's nothing that's higher than me.
Oh, yes, there is.
Right. But while he was shouting, he saw with surprise the starting to rise up over his head in the darkening sky. What's that? snorted Yertle. Say, what is that thing that dares to be higher than Yertle the king? I shall not allow it. I'll go higher still. I'll build my throne higher. I can and I will. I'll call some more turtles. I'll stack them to heaven. I need about 5,607. But as Yertle the Turtle King lifted his hand and started to order and give the command, that plain little turtle below in the stack, that plain little turtle whose name was just Mac, decided he'd taken enough, and he had. And that plain little lad got a little bit mad. And that plain little Mac did a plain little thing. He burped. And his burp shook the throne of the king.
Well, only a piece had about about 10 turtles that go up to this moon.
In this book, but not in real life.
The moon looks
A lot
close,
farther
right? It's a
away.
lot farther away.
And Yertle the turtle, the king of the trees, the king of the air and the birds and the bees, the king of a house and a cow and a mule. Well, that was the end of the Turtle King's rule. For Yertle, the king of all Sal and the pond, fell off his high throne and fell plunk in the pond. And today, the great Yertle, that marvelous he, is king of the mud. That is all he can say. And the turtles, of course. All turtles are free, as turtles, and maybe all creatures should be. And that's the end of Yertle the Turtle. Pretty good story.
Well, that's not the end of the book.
Oh, by no means is that the end of the book. Bedtime time. Go to the bathroom.
crispy.
As you're typing, Sean.
Oh.
Okay, and that takes us to that video you've already seen, which was filmed the next day when I was typing one of the Dr. Seuss books that I received for Christmas. I will not get up today. I was typing that the day after I received it because I guess my uncle wanted to have footage of me typing, and I'm glad that I do. Once I became a typing quote-unquote celebrity. But yeah, that was the context, and that's the home video I've watched far more than any other. I probably haven't watched that in like over 20 years now. I mean, it's been a while since I've had a VCR. I did buy a VCR with the money I won at the clicking championship because I wanted to digitize all of those, and I'm glad I did because I did want to upload all this stuff, even though I know only 4 people will care. I still think that was the best of the home videos, I think. I haven't watched the other 2 yet. I think there might be 3, but I think it's or 2 or 3. But I wanted to get this up by the end of Christmas, and it looks like I just barely made it. Okay, thank you and good night.